Hi, baby girls. Hi, baby boys. Welcome back to yet another episode of V.L.G. Vibrant Little Girl. I am your loving host, Radonde Sarah, and I am hoping that you guys are having a spectacular day, a wholesome day, an awesome day, because I know I am. I know I am. What are the unspoken, or rather the hidden chapters of our lives, or the hidden parts of our life? So, when we talk about the hidden or the unspoken parts of our lives, these are the chapters of our life that we do not speak aloud. These are chapters of our life that we do not talk about at all in any event or in any conversation. We do not literally. We are the only people who are aware of these chapters of our life, apart from those fortunate or unfortunate people who are there to experience or to observe it while it happened. Because some of these things happen to us when we are alone. Some of these things, it could be you are embarrassed, it could be like it was a lost opportunity that you were really invested in. It's a lot of things, but these are the chapters of our lives that we choose consciously to keep secret, to keep hidden from the rest, right? And these chapters of our life could be positive or could be negative, but majority of them revolve around negativity. And these things, these chapters could be, built on trauma, PTSD, insecurities, imperfection, weaknesses. Those are just but a few, and we tend to deal with them differently. So when we talk about trauma, this is something that you actually went through. And one thing about trauma is that trauma has claws on you. Trauma has a way of directing your thought process into creating fear every time you are around or you are expected to be in contact with that particular trigger, whatever led or whatever situation you are in that eventually amounted to it being trauma. An example, you could have been riding a bike and you fell down and you actually broke um, your ulna. So anytime your friends are talking about going bike riding, now that bike is a trigger. Every time people are talking about going for bike riding, or we are going where, all you think about is your broken arm. All you keep on thinking about is this will end so bad for me because it has before. Now that is trauma. When you talk about insecurities and imperfections, insecurities, these are things about ourselves or parts about ourselves, physically, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, that makes us a little bit uncomfortable. um I slashed insecurities with imperfections because these two solely revolve around our physique as people, our emotion as people, our mental status as a human being, and our psychological status as a person, right? So these are things, these hidden or unspoken chapters of our life. Specifically regarding the imperfections and insecurities, these are parts of ourselves that we have solely convinced ourselves that we need to change, either for the betterment of yourself or for the betterment of how others view you and all that. I mean, guys, I think it's time we actually slow down and look yourself in the mirror, or whatever it is, whichever area of imperfection it is. It could be mentally, you're just struggling with a lot of anxiety, PTSD, panic attacks, all those things. It's actually time you slow down and you realize that which you deem so imperfect about you, so insecure about you, that you've got to change it. I mean, we've had people who have gone through cosmetic reconstructioning for the nose, for the jaws, for the teeth, for the tongue. I mean, guys, we tend to forget that beauty lies on the face of the beholder. I might look at you and you are the handsomest being. Like, you my man created on a Saturday. You my man was created on a Saturday. I might look at you and I'm like, God damn it, baby, you're looking pretty. You sexy, god damn it. But then you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, I really don't see what Rashi sees. I really don't see what whoever else sees. But you're forgetting is that you do not have my line of sight. I am the beholder, and your beauty captivates me. Your beauty, I mean, if I could capture your beauty, your handsomeness, I would. And trust me, most of the time we do. I mean, don't call me a creep, and I'm not a perv, but sometimes you just see a person, they're so gorgeous, They're so pretty, and you just have to take a photo. I mean, yeah, I am not a puff because when I see something I like, when I see something pretty, I'm gonna walk up to you and give you the courtesy. I'm gonna make your day. I'm gonna walk up to you and I'm gonna tell you that you look beautiful. And we need more souls like that. I mean, say we need more souls like that. I mean, my friends and I, we do that a lot. We empower one another, we build one another, we pour into each and every person's cups, even strangers. And when I say even strangers, it's because we're gonna clock somebody who looks nice, who is doing something good, and we're gonna, you know what, go girl, go boy, because go you, you're doing it. So when you talk about weaknesses, I know it's gonna sound a little bit cliche, but these are the beautiful parts of you. Your weaknesses are the most beautiful parts of you. Your weaknesses, we're all humans, and everything has balance. I mean, everything has balance, guys. I tend to overthink a lot. I am an overthinker, but listen to me. I mean, everything has balance. We have water, we have fire, we have day, we have night, we have the skies, we have land, we have everything has balance. Even life has balance. Do you want to know what the balance of life is? The balance of life is that you get to understand life backwards, but you have to experience it forward. All the lessons that you feel like you know and you're Mr. Know It All or Mrs. Know It All, it's because you're understanding your life backwards from the experiences you've had, from the temptations, from the troubles and tribulations, afflictions that you have overcome. You've built your strength and all that. You have learned your weaknesses. The only way you learned your weaknesses because you tried something and you failed at it, and you tried again and you failed at it. Or rather, there is weaknesses. Weaknesses range from a variety of things. The people who can't speak in front of the camera, the people who can't speak in front of a crowd, the people who can't dance, the people who can't read. We all have our own weaknesses, but these are the beautiful parts of us. Why? Why are these the beautiful parts of us? Because everything has a balance. We have strength and we have weaknesses. But the line in between, the gray line, that is exactly where most of us fall into. When you fall into something you call your weakness, you haven't really fallen completely into your weakness, but you have fallen into a gray part because you already know what your weaknesses is. And if you already know what the problem is, you at least have ideas or a variety of solutions that could end up giving the best possible outcome for the weakness. So yeah, I mean, these are the best parts of us. And once you access them with positivity, I mean, when you access your weaknesses with positivity, then everything is possible. Even the word impossible says I'm possible. So what's stopping you? Tell me, what is stopping you? Exactly nothing. Anywho, guys, on to that. The next thing about the unwritten, or rather the written chapters of our lives, are that there are parts of our lives that have a level 10 access. And this part of our lives that have a level 10 access, you need to control everybody who has access to that level. Only give a level 10 key access to a person who is giving level 10 services. I cannot go into a hotel and buy a honeymoon suite when there is absolutely nothing going on in that honeymoon suite. I'm sorry for that example, but tame your mind, tame your mind, tame your mind. Thank you. Yeah, let me find a suitable example. There is no point of me buying an ice cream on a snowy day or a rainy day, on a hailstorm rainy day. I mean, I know it either goes both ways. I either eat this and I do not enjoy it because it's extremely cold. The atmosphere and the environment is extremely cold. Or I do not eat it and it ends up going bad, or I just end up not enjoying it at that particular time when I wanted it to. So I cannot give a level 10 access to a person who is not providing level 10 services. And this revolves around everything, especially friends. You can be a giver. I mean, there is another dynamic of friendship that people need to understand is that in every friendship, there has there has to be two things: giving and reciprocation. When it is given to you, reciprocate. There are people, in my case, me, I am a giver. I am a giver. And I mean, my friends keep on telling me that my love language is gift giving and all that, and quality time. I mean, I am all these things because I know me. But that is not my problem. If you know that I am a giver, I am one who will want to spend quality time with you, affirmations, because god damn it, I love my friends. I'm gonna give you everything you need. I'm gonna give you everything you need. But all I'm asking for is a little bit of reciprocate. Reciprocate. And again, don't get me wrong, every friendship has its highs and lows. But my friends, they're no longer even my friends. Those are fam. We are fam. We are fam because we are fam. Yeah, just we are fam. I can't even explain it further than that. But if I could give you guys my heart so that you can actually feel the immense love I have for my friends. Oh my god, babies, I love you guys. Anywho, what are some of these chapters of our lives that need a level 10 access? I'm gonna give you an example. When you have something valuable, an example, you have a bar of gold, right? A gold bar. Oh my god, a gold bar. And you're gonna keep it in a bag, right? And apart from keeping it in a bag, you're just not gonna leave it there lying on top of the table, right? You're gonna keep it in a safe because that is something really valuable. You do not want to lose that. And not everybody's gonna have access to that bar of gold because you have kept it, you have locked it away for safekeeping, right? Exactly. What are some of these parts or chapters of our lives that need a level 10 access? Our dreams. Your dreams and ambitions go together. What is ambition? Ambition is the overwhelming need to achieve something. You want to achieve it. And again, the way to the top is not always, a beautiful one when you're alone. I mean, if you up there in an high-end hotel and you're drinking champagne and you turn to cheers or rather to celebrate, and there is nobody beside you, that is no victory. It is only victory when you have people who have been a part of that journey. But who are some of these people whom you can trust with this journey? Takes you back to whom you give access to your level 10 access. Your level 10 department, compartment, whatever it is you want to call it. So we have dreams, we have plans, we have, the thoughts about our futures. We have the past also. The past is also a level 10 access. Not everybody needs to know exactly what you have gone through because it is from the things that we have gone through that we get to recognize our strengths and our weaknesses. And you do not want the wrong person having hands over the same thing that can break you, the same thing that can bring you down. You do not want the wrong people having the right information on how to demolish you, on how to dismantle you, on how to disgruntle you. You do not want people to have that type of information. That hence, again, really, really be cautious with the people you give level 10 access. Only give level 10 access to the people who are giving level 10 services and reciprocation. Okay? Another part of our life that we tend to keep hidden, or rather, we do not talk as much about it. So we do have the hidden, the completely hidden, and we have the transparent hidden. The parts of us that we are open to sharing if it does come up. And this is mainly filled with emotions. Like, this is the gray area of our lives that is just filled with emotions: fear, embarrassment, guilt, shame, all those things, pride, lust, all those things. These are the parts of our lives that we might be open to speaking to. I mean, when people are talking about their fears, you might say, you know what, I'm very claustrophobic. I do not want to be anywhere. These are parts of our life that were very unnecessary for me to say. But because the conversation has led there, I feel, or rather, I choose to share. You might choose to share, you might choose not to share. So some of these parts of us could be shattered dreams. You could have actually made it, and you are in an interview and they ask you, like, how did you get here? You might be open to talking about the missed opportunities to your journey where you are, your shattered dreams to where you are, or I have said missed opportunities, your destined or dedicated choices that you made to get to wherever you are. So there are parts of us that are translucently hidden because these are parts of us that we might be more open to letting the information go, or known to the people who are very, very inquisitive or really want to know. But we can also choose not to share these parts of our lives. What are some of these parts of our lives that we might be ashamed of? Um, it is in these translucent hidden parts of us that we are most ashamed, that if other people were to know this about us at a specific time, then they won't be able to understand us. And that is why I'm saying it is translucent. You might choose, you specifically choose whom you let this information known to. You don't let the information known to each and every person out there. So mainly, I like to think about this gray area of our emotion to be led mainly by fear. Because when you are having a conversation with somebody whom you not completely afraid, I'm gonna give an example. If I'm having a conversation with one of my friends, or any of my friends rather, I'm gonna feel very comfortable letting them know exactly how everything transpired, how everything went, and you know because I definitely know my guard is down. There is no fear when I'm talking to my friend because I've chosen. And when I talk about friends, when I say friends, I say these are my friends who became family. These are my friends who became family. So my sisters, let me just call them acquired sisters, sisters from another mother, however you want to put it. But one thing about trust is that you do not have total control of what this person will do with the trust you've given them, because trust is given, trust is earned. You earn and then it is given to you. Now, what this other person totally does with your trust, and I usually tell my friends, when anybody breaks your trust, it was a choice. It was a choice. I chose to trust you and you chose to break my trust. Honestly, in my book, it is as simple as that. And when I talk to my sisters and even a couple of my friends, when I am approached by anyone, any of my sisters, any of my friends, the first thing I usually ask them, do you want this to go to the bottom of the ocean? Or do you want this? Do you want me to help you find a solution to whatever this is before they say anything? And when I talk about the bottom of an ocean, is that a woman's heart is like an ocean. Man, if a woman tells you something, she wanted to. It doesn't sleep. It doesn't sleep. Yes, there are moments that we sleep up, but majority of the time we do not, because a woman's heart is an ocean and it's filled with a lot of secrets. And as a woman, I mean, girl, eh, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time, I am about to use this sentence, and I don't have to feel guilty about it. Woman to woman, lady to lady, learn when to open your mouth about your own business and about your friend's business at the right and appropriate time. Because, guys, unspoken rule, you do not speak business in a table of 6 people. You do not speak family in a table of 4 people. You definitely do not speak about yourself in a table of 3 people. Because your close friend has a close friend. My close friend has a close friend. We all know how we ladies roll. We all know how gents roll. We all know we all have our own cluster where we are comfortable and we talk about everything because we tend to emotionally dump on each and every person. We are human beings, and that is a way of outlet of communicating and connecting to others. But you need to learn when to talk and when not to talk, when to say a specific thing and when not to say a specific thing. Okay? So there are parts of us that earlier on I had said there are parts of us that we tend to be ashamed of. So some of the parts of our lives or the chapters of our lives that we might be ashamed of are usually some of some of the actions that you resulted to, or some of the things you did. Like, what, in short, what I'm trying to say is when people are going low, you went basement. They're like, really down to the basement. You went like down to the basement, and you are ashamed because if people were to know exactly the measures that you took, probably at that particular time, or to get out a particular problem, or to resolve a particular thing, then they might not be able to understand why you chose that course of action. Because another thing I'm learning as I grow up in my tiny years of age is that there is always a solution out there. The, the only thing is that you're not everybody at once. Right now, you might be going a particular thing and you feel like there is absolutely nothing that you can do, like there is no way out for this. And that is why a problem shared is a problem solved, because you could be at the pit of it and you honestly don't know how to get yourself out there. But if you were to share the same problem with your friend could have a way out. So, yeah, there is that. Could have resulted to take a specific action towards a specific problem. And in your book, that was so wrong. Like, it was low. It wasn't, it's something that, it probably went against your morals and your principles as a person or generally as a human being, because there are those moments. And you might share it with a friend who might have had a solution, and maybe, just maybe, the reception you get was not it, and you end up hating yourself and feeling even more bad. But you need to understand this: you are your own person, but you're not everybody at one. So you could lack the solution, but a problem shared is a problem solved. I need you to remember that always. Okay? Anywho, all that matters is that in all these areas of our lives, the hidden, the unspoken, the parts of our lives, the level 10 access, the translucent gray areas of our lives, the parts of us that we are very ashamed of, that we are very, very guilty of, and the areas of our lives that, are generally, it's TMI, too much information, like strictly my information. You feel me? Yeah. Well, if whatever choices you made led to a better you, then kudos. Super, bravo, excellent. Keep it up. But if some of these decisions that you made led to a bad, like a bad outcome, and you're probably still sitting down with that bad outcome, well, I'm gonna tell you this. I mean, it's time to get off your A double S, and find ways to make it better. Like, find ways to change. You're probably in that situation because you got fed up with a particular situation or the stagnancy or the position in your life, and you tried something, and I'm very, very sorry for you that it did not end up being what exactly you wanted. But we need to understand that you keep on trying until you can finally do it. Again, a little bit cliche, but I mean, I read the books. I read the Ben Carson books, especially The Gifted Hands, and there is somewhere where he said he tried and tried and tried until he finally made it. So you keep on trying. You'll try 99 times, 999 times before you get it right in the 1000th time. So, girl, boy, you keep on trying. All I'm trying to say is the same way you keep on forgiving your friends, the same way you keep finding excuses for that abusive partner, all these things, excuses, forgiveness, support, how you keep on giving people around you the chance to keep on disappointing you, derailing you, breaking you. Anywho, guys, I am just joking, but true though, those are facts. The same way you keep on finding excuses for your friends, you keep on finding ways to show up and support your friends, giving your friends the benefit of the doubt, the chance. You need to extend the same grace to yourself. Treat yourself the same way you treat your friends. If you're to give them a chance, then give them a chance. The moment you fall down, the moment you do something that you feel this does not sit right with me, give yourself a chance, okay? Treat yourself with the same grace, with the same kindness, with the same tenderness. Speak to yourself with the same tender voice. Like, have a gentle undertone as you speak to yourself and as you refer to yourself, just the same way you would a friend. So, guys, the unspoken parts and chapters of our life has taken like literally the entire podcast. But I am gonna go ahead and venture into the unwritten parts of our lives. So, what are the unwritten parts of our lives? The unwritten parts of our life is every day when you wake up in the morning and you have a clean page. When you wake up every day in the morning, you open a clean page where you get to write what exactly happens in that day, how you're gonna enjoy it and all that. You take charge and control of your day. So some of the unwritten parts of our lives, this could be like our plans for the future, our dreams, new beginnings, experiences that we really want to experience. This is just but a few of pardon me for that, of the unwritten chapters of our lives. The unwritten chapters of our lives are the chapters of our lives that we have a slight control about the outcomes that might come from it. So the unwritten chapters of our lives are the chapters of our lives that we have the opportunity to set in motion. Okay, it could be your dreams, it could be your ambitions, it could be what is it called, your goals, your plans, the experiences you want. Probably you want to change, you want to finally step into the lady or the gentleman that you know yourself to be, and it changes very uncomfortable and it takes a lot. But whatever it is, you have the opportunity to steer into the right direction, all these things that you want, right? All these things that you want to achieve, even your success. I mean, what I am doing now, what I am doing right now in my bedsitter in campus is me setting myself for success over my unwritten chapters of my life. I am setting myself for success. Success does not just come overnight. Success does not, you just don't wake up in the morning and you uproot success, or, you uproot success from a tree. It's not a leaf. But the unwritten parts of your life set you in motion to achieve success, your dreams, ambitions, and all that, right? But sometimes you also need to learn how to relinquish control, because the unwritten parts of our life are in my opinion, is the most dangerous parts of our lives that we can access. Because believe it or not, you have seen people who are very ambitious. We have people who have achieved everything, but they have no one. They don't have no kids. They have no friends. They have no nothing. They're literally at the top alone. We have people who are very, very goal oriented. It has to be this. Well, I'm here to tell you that as you chase you, chase. How else will you know I am Nyajaluo? Anywho, as you chase your dreams, learn or at least give yourself a little bit, a leeway to relinquish a little bit of control. Okay, the parts of your life that you can actually narrate, that the parts of your life that you can narrate, or the parts of your life that you can control with effectiveness, to get you the exact guaranteed outcome that you wanted. Some of these parts of you, you have to give yourself a nudge towards the right directions. I mean, we're talking about healing. Healing is something that with the right condition, with the right environment, with the right people around you, you can actually achieve your desired goal that was set. We have therapy. You can start going for therapy to get a little bit more of understanding and information about what is going on with you. And another thing is that you can start chasing your dreams. This is another part of you or another chapter of your life that you can have like an utmost control. With choosing your dream, there is a lot of waves, a lot of highs, a lot of lows, but you can work it. Working the work. You can work the work because, oh my. Anywho, guys, what I was trying to say is at least give yourself the benefit of the doubt that you can actually work the work. And when I'm talking about working the work, I mean putting in the work to better yourself because I know you can. Day, that was all for today. I really hope you guys had fun. I know I had fun. And thank you so much. I love, love, love creating content for you guys. And I'm really hoping this was helpful and beneficial to some of you, if not all of you. And see you again next time. Ciao.